have 37 names of those who died while in federal custody, under the custody of ICE, under the custody of Customs Border Patrol, and Health Human Services. And these names represent 15 countries, and they represent babies. And this is why we are gathered to, in their memory, not give up. We cannot give up. We must continue in their memory. Now, Marion Malcolm has agreed to read the names. And as she reads the names, hopefully everybody has received a card with a name representing someone from this list. When Marion reads the names, that person will step forward. What they will do when they say when Marion reads the name and the age, the place of death and the country of origin, the person with that name will raise their light and step forward and then put the light down. And so that way we're all mindful that these are individuals, these are not statistics. These are people who had lives and who had potential and who wanted to be safe. And that's a human right. And I just hope the people who are detained here in this courthouse know we're singing for them too.
Well, I am honored to be reading these names tonight. But like all of you, I'm also very deeply saddened. And these 37 people who died in the custody of the United States were all precious human beings who had people who loved them. But they are not the only people who have died as the result of the cruel U.S. policies. Every year now for many, many years, 200 to 300 people die trying to cross our deserts, trying to find safety. Now, the latest piece of incredible meanness is that the people who leave water in the desert for those who are trying to cross are being arrested. That is the depths to which our government has fallen. There are many people here who've been involved for a long time in social justice struggles, including in the 80s when the U.S. was intervening in Central America. And so many of you probably know that the revolutionary movements in Central America had a tradition that when someone died, that person's name was said, and there would be a chorus of presente. And presente means here, means we will remember you. And it also, I think, is a vow. I think when we say presente, we say, we will not let those deaths have been in vain. So after I finish reading the names, I would like to ask everybody to say presente, to say it 3 times, and to say it as a shout, and to say it as a vow. Roger Rayston died on the 14th of March in 2017 at the age of 47. He was from Jamaica. He died in the custody of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. On the 28th of March in 2017, Osmar Epifano Gonzalez Gadba died. He was 32 years old. He was from Nicaragua. He died in ICE custody. April 14th, 2017, Sergio Alonso Lopez, 55 years old, from Mexico, died in ICE custody. On May the 15th, 2017, Jean Jimenez Joseph, 27 years old, from Panama, died in ICE custody. On the 17th of May, 2017, Atul Kumar Babubai Patel, 58 years old, from India, died in ICE custody. June 2nd, 2017, Vicente Caceres Baratiaga, 46 years old, from Honduras, died in ICE custody. July 2nd, 2017, Vicente Caceres Baratiaga, 46 years old, from Honduras, died in ICE custody. July 3rd, 2017, Vicente Caceres Baratiaga, 46 years old, from Honduras, died in ICE custody. July 4th, 2017, Vicente Caceres Baratiaga, 46 years old, from Honduras, died in ICE custody. On the 12th of June 2017, Carlos Mejia Bonilla, 44 years old, from El Salvador, died in ICE custody. September the 5th, 2017, Osvaldo Montesino Cabrera, 37 years old, from Cuba, died in ICE custody. September 18th, Felipe Almazan Ruiz, 51 years old, from Mexico, dead in custody of ICE. December 4th, 2017, Kaimar Samini, 64 years old, from Iran, died in the custody of ICE. 2018, the 31st of January, Julio Castro Garrido, 33 years old, from Cuba, died in ICE custody. February 22nd, 2018, Luis Romero Marcano, 50 years old, from Cuba, died in the custody of Customs and Border Patrol. May 10th, 2018, Gorgan Mirimanian, 54 years old, from Armenia, died in ICE custody. May 16th of that year, Ronald Francisco Romero, 39 years old, from Honduras, died in ICE custody. May the 21st, Ronaldo Cruz, 39 years old, from Honduras, died in ICE custody. May 25th, Roxana Hernandez, 33 years old, died in ICE custody. June 6th, 2018, Zerisenai Ermia Testfacion, from Eritrea, died at the age of 34 in ICE custody. On the 12th of June, 2018, Hue Chi Tran, 47 years old, from Vietnam, died in ICE custody. On July 10th, 2018, Efrain Romero de la Rosa, 40 years old, from Mexico, died in ICE custody. July 25th, 2018, Augustina Ramirez Areola, 62 years old, from Mexico, died in ICE custody. On the 29th of September 2018, an 11-year-old boy from Guatemala died in the custody of ICE. His name withheld by Health and Human Services. On November 1st, 2018, Wilfredo Padron, 58 years old, from Cuba, died in ICE custody. On the 18th of November, Mirgasana Amar, 40 years old, from Russia, died in ICE custody. On November 30th, 2018, Guerman Volkov, 56 years old, from Russia, died in ICE custody. On the 8th of December 2018, Jacqueline May Rosemary Cal Marquin died at the age of 7. She was from Guatemala, died in the custody of Customs and Border Patrol. On December 24th, Christmas Eve, Felipe Alonso Gomez, 8 years old, from Guatemala, died in the custody of Customs and Border Control. Now we're at 2019. February the 19th, a 45-year-old individual from Mexico died in the custody of Customs and Border Patrol, and his name has been withheld. March 18th, 2019, a man from Mexico, or a person from Mexico, died at the age of 40 in the custody of Customs and Border Control. April 4th, Abel Reyes Clemente, 54 years old, from Mexico, died in ICE custody. April 30th, 2019, Juan de Leon Gutierrez, 16 years old, from Guatemala, died in the custody of Customs and Border Control. May 3rd of this year, Simrat Pal Singh, 21 years old, died in the custody of ICE, was from India. May 13th, Wilmer Josue Ramirez Vasquez, 2 years old, from Guatemala, died in the custody of ICE. On May 20th, Carlos Hernandez Vasquez, just 16, from Guatemala, died in the custody of Customs and Border Control. June 1st, Johanna Medina Leon, 25 years old, from El Salvador, died in the custody of ICE. July 1st, Jimmy Alexis Valderrama Torres, 30 years old, from Honduras, died in ICE custody. July 3rd, a week ago, somebody from Honduras, aged 40, died in the custody of Customs and Border Patrol, and we have not been given that person's name. July 5th, a person of 52 years old from Nicaragua died in the custody of Customs and Border Patrol. His name has not been released. Again, all of these people were beloved of somebody. These were people who mattered. And so I want us now to do the presente. I'll say it after me. Say it strong, say it as a vow to make their deaths matter for something by changing these ugly policies. Presente! 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 Thank you.
I've been asked to say a prayer to close us tonight. And I ask you, if it is in your tradition, you may close your eyes or keep them open. You may pray with me, or you may think the thoughts that bring you closer to what is holy. Gracious giver of life, we remember those who have died, whose names we have heard and whose names have been withheld, who have died in unjust and unfair circumstances. We remember them to you. We lift up to you all who loved them and all who knew them and all who they loved. And we ask for the courage to take their memories into our hands and our feet and our hearts, and to make these the last names that need to be read in this way. Move our hearts to action. Root us deeply in love. Call us forward in peace, in courage, and in right action. We ask from the depth of our hearts. Amen.
Amen.